by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back here on a Monday night. We are short track racing for the Crooked Line Racing Super Late Model Series presented by none other than USAFirearms.com, your one-stop shop for all your AR-15 needs and accessories. We have a beautiful one on tap tonight as I move my mic around. Sorry, I apologize for that. A beautiful night of Saturday night short track racing style. And we're going to add in a little bit more incentive. For every car that starts tonight's race, we knew tonight's race would be a smaller field. We put $1 in a pot. So I think we have 11, 12 drivers racing here tonight. So not only are they racing for points, they're racing for a little bit of money as well. Qualifying has already gotten underway here. Let's see. I'm going to miss most of qualifying. Looks like Brian Zimmerman's going to head out on track right now for his qualifying effort. Apologize. Trying to get the ticker pulled up on the side. Everyone wants to cooperate well. We love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. As right now, Daniel Sweat, Evil Knievel, he is currently sitting top of the board with a 13.77. Brian Zimmerman, first lap around the circuit, only 7th quickest. So 28's going to have to pick it up here as he comes to the line. As lap does not count for Brian Zimmerman. Got into the outside wall. As Chris Smith, backs it down right there at the line. Made a mistake coming out of turn number 2. That's going to cost him, and that's going to really hurt him in regards qualifying. Right now we have Sweat, Alex C. Harris, and the 31 of Brad Carpenter currently seated first, second, and third on the speed chart. Their best times pulled up. My, oh my, look at the top 4. They are all virtually right there on top of each other with a 13.77. The lap times were so close. SDK, our live race timing, could not even differentiate it there on the tower. So that is insane. Insane. Maple Leaf Muscle Jason Day not able to qualify due to being last week's winner at Myrtle Beach. He will be starting dead last in the field here tonight. Luckily for him, a smaller field, but still dead last nonetheless. Folks, let's get some music rocking and rolling from Old Mullet Music Productions, and we'll be back as soon as these boys hit the grid. Stick around. Going green in a minute.
All right, everybody. good lap, Chris. Tonight, here at Hickory Motor Speedway, we are 125 laps tonight. Initial start is on green, restarts are on the leader. Tonight's choose cone will be at the start-finish line, coming to
Alrighty, folks, I apologize for that. We had the voice comm still where they could come over the speakers here, so I do apologize for that. Let's get that grid rocking and rolling here. As Mr. Evil Knievel got knocked off there at the last second by none other than Chris Smith with a 13.740 starting in the pole position. Starting outside row number 1, it's going to be Bad Company Racing. That's his teammate, too, Chris Smith. So it's a BCR front row. Bad Company is good company. You got the 07 starting second, Daniel Sweat. Inside row number 2, it's going to be Alex C. Harris with Brad Carpenter in the number 31, firing off outside row number 2. Then starting in the 5th place spot, he's second in the points. It's Zach Murphy. Then 6, it's going to be Pit Lizard Performance, number 43, Larry Bell. 7th, Brody Mears. Brian Zimmerman, a really bad qualifying effort there than what we're used to seeing out of 28. He's rolling off in 8th. 9th, it's going to be Jason Day, but we really know he's going to the bag. Bradley Hollyfield in 10th. And lucky dog, Jeffrey Miller didn't put down a qualifying lap, so he's going to be playing shotgun to the field. All right, it's almost time. Pace car will be going in this time by. Fields in the hands of Barney Fife Jr., the flag man. Race car is in, green flag is out, and Chris Smith is on the loud pedal, leading them down into turn number 1. It's going to be a battle of track position here. Guys are going to want it. Other guys don't want to lose it. 43 or 74, excuse me, to the inside of the 07. Like the 07 had to check up a little bit on the entry to 3. But now the 07 does have room if he wants to slot down. As Alex E. Harris, a benefactor of starting inside row number 2, he put it to work. He's now chasing down our race leader, Chris Smith. But now I promise you, I've caught a lot of these races, and I know when that 80 car gets out front, it don't matter if there's 124 laps remaining or 4 laps remaining. It's gonna be hard to pass him. Chris Smith, he's one of them guys, once he gets out front, he's too good. He's not gonna make a mistake, not gonna let you by him. The 74 is going to pack a lunch here. Alex C. Harris, if he wants to try to get around the 80. Lucky for him, he does have a lot of laps, 125 around Hickory here tonight. They do click off at a rapid pace, 13.9 seconds a click here. As if you're watching out in viewer land, before we get any further, taking lap number 6 now. Who do we got tonight? Oh, contact between the 74 Harris. He's going to get into the back of our race leader. Keeps it going, but loses a lot of track position in the process. Let's go back and see what happened to Alex. Tried to get underneath our race leader, Chris Smith, but ran out of real estate, ran out of room. As caution is out, and oh no, it looks like Alex may have been involved in the caution as well. Oh no, what is going on here? See if we can go back on the record replay. We saw this. Something happened afterwards. Oh, wheels are still hot. Gets off into the corner, loses all rear grip. And the car ultimately starts to go around for him. Demi gets a piece of him. Brody Mears barely skates by on the 43. It just goes off into the corner and ultimately loses all grip. And oh my goodness. That's going to make race chatter, and that's the number 3. Tanner in the future. When you're watching this on race chatter. Ultimately cannot see, I don't think, what's going on exactly. He sees them all checked. Whoa, too late. Battle man, it's going to be a fast pair for several drivers, I do believe. As Choose Cone has come and gone, the 80 took the inside. 07, Daniel Sweat's going to try his luck on the high side once again. As green flag is out in the air, 80 gets shot out of a cannon. 07, though, of Sweat also got a good restart. It's just too wide throughout the field. Oh, Zach getting loose. Brian Zimmerman going around. Got a problem going up to the track. Right in front of Larry Bell. Caution back out on the Speedway. That's a big one here at Hickory. Don't know exactly what happened here. Wind it back so we can see the entire restart. Looks like Zach Murphy may have got the outside wall. Oh no, gets like he almost gets into Brad. Checks up a little bit because of that. Gets loose right there. Almost gets into Brad. Checks up. Brody hits him, and then poor Zimmy. Man, oh man, what a lick for the 28 and the 43. 74 also involved again. Man, oh man, that's your points leader, Brian Zimmerman right there. As Bradley Hollyfield, poor car. It has seen better days. As 31, Brad Carpenter going to try his hand to the outside. As Zach Murphy got lucky right there. He was the one, he was in, all but in the wreck, basically. So he got spared right there to the 29, and now he is second in the points. He got spared right there. Field's in the hands of the 80 car on the low side. As he's going again, got the BCR teammate of Daniel Sweat starting inside run number 2. They're going to try to make quick work of the 31 as they both got the preferred line, but 31 got a great exit there out of 2. He might get clear of the Evil Knievel machine. As he does not. 07 still going to hang tough right there side by side. The 80 is loving this. As Brody Mears and Zach Murphy going door to door. It's short track racing here on a Monday night. They're going to beat and bang and lean on each other. We know that. These boys, they put on one hell of a show week in and week out. As Brad Carpenter started outside on the front row for the restart. Not able to get the 31 down low yet. The field spread out a little bit from Jason Day to Alex C. Harris. There's about a 2-second gap between the first pack and the last pack. Now with the 43 and the 31 battling side by side, door to door. They're slowing each other down. That's allowing the 07 and the 80 to get some breathing room. If these two are going tit for tat, lap after lap, the 29 just wants them to sort it out so he can get going. Like climbing back up towards inside the top 3 podium. But Brad Carpenter, shout out to Carpenter, holding strong on this outside lane. Riding on board with the 31 here. He might have to really work at throttle. Trying to get up off the corner. Actually finally gets the pass over on Brody Mears. Brody Mears decided it's time to maybe succumb to the battle, but try to win the war. It's a long race still. Only taking just now lap number 25 when they cross the stripe. Brody Mears up 3 spots, so he's got his eyes set to the forward position. Just got to be careful. Back up front, it's all Chris Smith in the 80. Rocking and rolling. Looks like he's on rails, but his one problem, the 07, he's pacing him. Lap after lap, Daniel Sweat's right there. Fastest car on the track. Daniel Sweat, 07. I set on the race leader out the front windshield. Picking on last week's winner, Jason Day. We mentioned he's at the tail end of the first pack. Has about a second lead over Alex C. Harris. Alex Harris started third, got up to the second, ultimately got loose one time, got heat in the tires, and then the very next corner went around on the number 74, so he was trying to battle back. Brian Zimmerman, nowhere to go in the last caution. Had to go down and take a fast repair. Looks like he's taking it somewhat easy right now, just riding. He's currently sliding in the 8th spot with Larry Bell, who was also involved in that caution. He's rolling 9th with Lucky Dog in the side to top 10, but has some damage to the left front. But still got a top 10 ride going for the 79, old Lucky Dog. And he's having some issues turning that car. You can really see it's really tight. It's pushing up on him really hard. Look, he's got the wheels cranked right then, trying to get some rotation. So I'm thinking he has something broke in the left front of that race car. As battle for the race lead, it's not a battle no more. We just clicked over, and when we saw it, 07 got to the inside. I think the 80s realized that the 07 was quicker right now. It's better just to let him go. 31 car Carpenter, he's caught back up to these guys. Nose to tail, top 3. Brody Mears in 4th, trying to get back up to the 31's rear bumper. Look at the top 2, the 80 and the 07. They're really going down underneath the yellow line, trying to get that car to rotate as much as it can coming out of turn number 2. Let's watch him here, Daniel Sweat, see if he does it again. He does not, but Chris Smith does. He was hanging the left sides over the yellow line on the bottom. Stephen Coleman out in the chat says, let's go Daniel and Chris. They can't go much more the first and second. They are holding it down for Bad Company Racing. Bad Company is good company, especially when you're running 1-2. The battle heating up for P4. Dag Murphy trying to get the pass over on Brody Mears in the 43. That's the preferred lane, but Brody's going to hang tough on the outside lane. We saw the 31 do it for about 5 laps a while ago. Can Brody replicate that? His best to try to let the 29 by without letting the 52 by, but the 52's there. He's there as well. Brody into the outside wall. That's going to kill his momentum. 29 gets clear. Now the battle is on for P5. Brody Mears got up high one time. All it takes here at a short track. Starts going backwards when he gets out of the racing groove, leaning on Jason Day a little bit. Jason Day trying to get clear of the 43. Gets the power down. Got the traction he needed. Now he's up inside the top 5 after winning last week and starting dead last. Folks, what do y'all say? Let's crank it up a little bit. Why don't? Oh wait, tell me somebody wrecked. Jeffrey Mills coming out pits. Folks, headset users, please beware. It's about to get loud in here. We'll be back momentarily. As, oh no, in the crank it up segment, something happens to the race leader, the 07 of Daniel Sweat. What just happened? Oh. We saw the 80 and the 31 really doing battle. And the 80 kind of clears himself. So let's go back here just a little bit. Let's watch the battle between the 80 and the 31 here. 80's going to try to get clear here. Cannot do it. Brad's going to slide up and hit him a little bit. 80's not getting a lot of room, but watch what happens here. He dives down to try to clear him, but he has to enter so much quicker. Back on the throttle quicker than the 07. Trying not to get hit in the rear. And boom, 07 of Sweat goes around. And now what sucks the most about this is Chris Smith is going to go to the back two here now. So that's a tough break for BCR. They were looking so fast. So fast. I hate to see that for those guys. Because ultimately that was just a short track racing deal. Just an accordion effect. But now that is going to allow the 80 to take some right side tires. So that's going to help out the cause. Going to leave Zach Murphy with the race lead here. Zach Murphy has had a hell of a season here on Monday nights. This would be a great way to extend a great season for Zach Murphy. He's got 2 race wins out of 11 races started. He's finished in the top 5 6 times. In the top 10 out of 11 times. And now, folks, our fields are not normally only 11 drivers. So to finish inside the top 10 is actually really good. Zach Murphy, he sits 3rd in the points. I mean, I was incorrect earlier. Your points leader right now is Jason Day, Maple Leaf Muscle. 2nd in the points, Brian Zimmerman. 3rd in the points, Zach Murphy. That's how they run right now on the track as well, except opposite. Pace car is off, filled in the hands of the 29, and he's on that loud pedal. We're back green flag racing here at Hickory for the USAFirearms.com 125. As Brian Zimmerman already applying the pressure to our race leader, Zach Murphy. Wanted to look to the inside. He's showing him the nose. Zach sees he's there. Zach's going to wash up high. Zimmerman's going to come low, really low. They burrow off into turn 1 and 2. Zimmerman, new leader out front. What's Zach Murphy? He's going to try to battle back here. Maybe give it a little shot to the 28. 28 got there and got through the corner a little bit better than the 29. Well, he looks to be safe. Brad Carpenter, Jason Day going door to door, 31 on the outside, 52 on the inside, 31 wins the battle. As Brad Carpenter, he's the only guy all night long that has been able to make that outside lane not only work, but work damn good. Shout out to the 31. 31 is quick. Currently sitting 3rd. That's about where he's ran at all night long thus far. As now he's looking to the outside of Zach Murphy. This 31 is possessed. Look how fast he is. He's just able to grip a lot better. Now, he did take 2 tires on lap number 47. Zach Murphy, Jason Day, they have not pitted yet. They're the only 2 that has not pitted. So that is also helping Brad and Jimmy. The pace was just too much for Zach Murphy or Jason Day to hold off either one of them drivers. But I think they're thinking big picture. There might be another caution to come fairly quickly. They go down and take tires. They now have the freshest tires. But Brad Carpenter, he is hunting down the race leader. That last time around the track, he was almost a half a tenth quicker than Brian Zimmerman. This time by when they crossed the flag line, he's a few hundredths quicker. So each lap, he's reeling in that 28. That 28's getting bigger and bigger out of his windshield. Let's jump on board and see how hard Brian Zimmerman, our race leader, how hard he's pushing. And then we'll compare a lap with Brad Carpenter. See here, Zimmy not really using the wheel a whole lot. Barely even turning it on the entrance. That tells me he's got a really low brake bias. He's diving it off into the corner and really relying on them brakes to get the car slowed down and get it rotating. Had to put a little wheel in there. But Brian Zimmerman looks fairly smooth. Let me get the details put up down here so you know who you're looking at. And now Brad Carpenter, let's check him out. Harper's definitely using a little bit more wheel and center. He's also squeezing the throttle a little bit more than Zimmerman. As caution down the speedway, none of it matters. We're going to re-rack them, restack them. Now, Jason Day and Zach Murphy, barring they wasn't in the caution, this could be great for them. As it's telling me the kid, Brody Mears, may have been involved. Let's go back and check it on the record tree. Oh, Alex C. Harris just gets up there, chases him up the hill, right in the back of the 43. Gave him a little boot. Got tight, drove it off in there too much. But it sucks for Alex C. Harris because he's also had a great season. Let's go back to the points real quick. Alex C. Harris, he's 4th in the points, but he's only did 10 races compared to everybody else's 11 races. Alex has won 3 races, 6 top 5s, 8 top 10s. So Alex C. Harris is the winningest driver this season thus far to date. Now Brian Zimmerman, he's got 2 race wins. Andrew, I know you're watching. I know you're pulling for that 28. You want him to pick up race win number 3. As Zimmy, though, that front end damage worries me a little bit. But it hasn't hurt him at all in regards to the speed aspect of the car. But I'm worried about the temperatures and all that with the radiator on the course of a long run. If we go green for the next 55 laps, that's going to put some wear and tear on that motor. It's going to get hot. As Brian Zimmerman looking for his 42nd Crooked Line Racing victory. He's looking for his 30th short track racing victory here in CLR. Is tonight the night he picks up his 30th short track and his 42nd race win? He's got the field in his hands. Oh, he lights the tires up a little bit. You saw the back end kick out. That really stacked him up. Jason Day, power moves, going up and scoring the 31. Up out of the groove right there. Jason Day takes over P2 away from the 31. Now, the 31 may not like that, but he may not be able to do anything about it. As Day looks to be on rails now. As Day went down and took tires right then on lap number 64. So Day has the freshest tires out of the bunch, and he is hunting down that race lead. Jason Day looking to go back-to-back. Maple Leaf Muscle to the inside. Oh, slides up into the 28. It's going to get tight here as they barrel it off into 3 and 4. As Brian Zimmerman, Jason Day, the Ford versus the Camaro. A Thunderbird, and a Camaro. Brian Zimmerman hanging strong on the outside. Jason Day doors him up the track again. Day. He's going elbows out here. But now he's got that race lead. He knows he has the fresh tires. He knows if he can get away from Zach Murphy and them, the ones that took tires with him, he has a chance to win this race, and that's exactly what he did. Power move through the field. He's up 11 spots since he started this race, and right now he's leading the train around Hickory. As we're taking lap number 75. It was telling me Alex Harris wrecked, but that is not true. As folks, we are going to throw it to a commercial break. We'll be back momentarily, and we will be back uninterrupted when we do return. Stick around. We'll be back. Alright, folks, had to interrupt that Bam Racing Videos commercial because we are under caution here at Hickory Motor Speedway for the, not sure how many times, 5th time here tonight. Brad Carpenter was involved. Let's go back and see what happened with 31. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. Alright, field is in the hands of Jason Day. We're just waiting for a cheat cone this next time by, I believe. As I wish we had a good camera for cheat cone, but I did get in really late. I was trying to get SDK working all day when I got home. I did not get a chance to set up cameras good enough for the cheese cone, but we'll make do with what we got. I believe it's cheese cone this time by. Jason Day takes the high side, gives Brian Zimmerman the low side. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Field is in the hands of Maple Leaf Muscle, who is on the high side. As I know, 43 Larry Bell gets tagged on the restart. Caution. Right back out here at Hickory. And Brad Carpenter trying to get caught up to the field. Was almost a victim. Larry Bell looks like he lights the tires up. And then gets hit from behind, I believe. Maybe not. Let's see. Oh, I don't even know if Larry lit the tires up here. I think Larry just was slow on the get loud pedal. Either that or the 80 was just quick on it. So it does look like Larry starts to go a little bit. He rose a little bit into the throttle. And I think that was enough to make Chris Smith think they're going. Because Chris cannot see the leader right here. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then it sucks, though, for Larry Bell, how it happened, how it all played out. And Brad Carpenter almost was one of them. Wait, guys, don't wreck without me. But luckily, he was not. Zach Murphy got around Brian Zimmerman there, too. Going off in turn 1 and 2. Don't forget, folks, not only is it just points on the line tonight, but 11 iRacing credits. Now, that don't sound like a lot, but he'll buy you a track. He'll buy you a new iRacing car on here, so just something, a little incentive. We knew the field would be small tonight. So we put $1 up for every driver that showed up. We had 11 drivers, $11 to win tonight. Maple Leaf Muscle, Zach Murphy, those two, they have went many of rounds on these short tracks. All the way from Phoenix to Oxford, Maine. They have done great battles. They started off as rivals. I would go as far as say they despised each other for a little bit. What's cool to see over the last few years, they respect each other now. They're friendly, they'll talk, but the most important thing is that they respect each other. About to go door to door, race for another CLR victory. Both of them have 2 race wins on the season. Jason Day on the loud pedal, he gets a great launch on the outside. Brody Mears in the game of where the hell did he come from? Back up to P3 for the number 43. He's going to be shown as a 72 on the above ticker. That's his deal. He cannot get his number fixed. Brian Zimmerman looking to the inside of the 43. 43 is going to wash up high. 74.07 also doing battle. They are battling right there for the 5th place spot. Daniel Sweat, high side rider. He goes off in there deep. Not able to make it stick. Alex Seahead is now once again back out in the top 5. Back up front, though, it's all Jason Day. Zach Murphy knows the tail. 1-2. As we are coming to take 33 laps to go. And Kyle the Wildman Wellman, race control, messaged me. He said these boys are feisty tonight. And yes, they are. It is elbows out racing, as I hate to step away from the lead. But we got a battle going on once again for the 4th and 5th place spot between Brody Mears and Alex E. Harris. As Alex has made a few mistakes here tonight. Put himself behind the 8 ball early. He's having to battle back. He has 31 laps left to go around Hickory. Get back out. Get back inside that top 3. As right now he's sitting 4th. All race EPI. ESP out front. Whitney Automotive. Sitting second. USA Firearms, the title sponsor. Hitting in 3rd. Brian Zimmerman, Zach Murphy, and Jason Day. It's amazing how the cream will always rise to the top. And I'm not disparaging anybody, but those 3 right there running 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, those are some of your longest tenured drivers in CLR, other than myself and maybe Brandon Mettler. Not even maybe Mettler. Myself and Brandon Mettler. Those 3, they've been here for a long time, and we appreciate them that they show up each and every week. Peek behind the curtain. Zach Murphy has basically ran the Tourmont Series for me for the last season and a half, basically. So we can't thank them enough for coming on board and helping out and going out and racing and putting on one hell of a show. As I'm starting to notice the 52's rear brakes are starting to glow. That's telling me he's using a lot of brake in that car. Zach Murphy, his right front rotor was glowing a little bit. But you see, his are not glowing like Jason Day's are. His are not glowing at all. I actually didn't see any glow in the 29. Didn't have a great camera angle. That was no better. We're not going to be able to get a great camera angle to really see. This is some good old-fashioned racing right here. You got the 29 and the 52 on the same tire strategy, it looks like. They pitted 1 lap apart. Brian Zimmerman pitted 20 laps before the 29 and 52. So you're seeing a little bit of the pace difference between the tires. But Brian Zimmerman doing a hell of a job hanging on. I think when Brian Zimmerman was out front earlier, he was taking it easy. I think he was taking it easy because he knew there was a few guys in here that did not take tires when he did. Hickory's just a very abrasive surface. It uses the tires up way more than people think. That right front, it's used up, and Mamma Mia, we have a caution. I think it was Larry Bell. Let's go back and see what happened here on the TSP Wreckage Replay. Ooh, the 3 of Holyfield just into the back of the 43 gives him a little boop. Around the 43 goes, and we saw Larry Bell. He actually hit the tow button right there. He escaped. The one driver who did not want to see that caution. Looking at him right here. Maple Leaf Muscle's been one of the fastest guys in CLR for a few years now. He went winless for probably close to a year. He finally got the monkey off his back at North Wilkesboro this season. He backed that up with a Myrtle Beach win last week. This might be Maple Leaf Muscle's best season to date. If he can capitalize and pick up the race win here, This will be his third of the season. And he came into tonight as the points leader. Second in the points is Brian Zimmerman, as Jason Day hitting the wall trying to choose high. And third in the points, Zach Murphy. Brian Zimmerman took the inside lane here, allowing Alex C. Harris go outside right behind our race leader. I thought Zimmy might choose outside just to line up behind the race leader. As Jason Day, he's taking the high side. He's making it work. Or he's made it work the first 2 times. As green flag is out. Zach Murphy got swallowed up in a hurry right there. Jason Day caught him off guard with when he fired off. 74 trying to make it hang on the outside of the 29. As it gets really tight there off turn 2 and really tight here off turn 4. The car wants to naturally climb the little hill up to the wall. 74 got bad loose there. Now we saw the 74 get loose and wreck earlier, so we know he can drive it off in there deep. Got to be careful. The 80 car of Chris Smith back here in a true hornet's nest right here next to Brody Mears, fighting for his life. Brad Carpenter snacking him up a little bit. Brian Zimmerman, though, trying to look forward. 74 not having any of it, and just goes in there and turns the 29. What happened here? Maybe just misjudged it. I don't know. That's bad, though. And then Zimmy gets loose. He just got loose on his own accord. Maybe trying to stay away from them. Oh, yeah, he cranks the wheel. No damage for the 28, but if we get to talk to him, he's going to be laughing about that one. That's funny. Man. Oh, man. Now that one was pretty straightforward to see. 74 going to the tail end. Want to be under 10 laps to go when they go back green. 9 to go already. Lights still on the Ford Mustang pace car. As we got Jonathan out in the chat saying, "Go Zimmerman." What's up, Jonathan? Good to have you, buddy, here tuning in. Brian Zimmerman going to be starting P2 here. As green flag back out in the air. Jason Days made that high side work every time on a restart. Brian Zimmerman able to get there. Oh my goodness, Brad Carpenter and company, they were just 3 wide as they're going around. Chris Smith going around. Goshing back out here at Hickory. What happened here to go 3 wide? Oh, Carpenter just misses the corner. And then it's trouble for Daniel Sweat, Chris Smith. I don't know if Sweat was expecting Carpenter to miss the corner like that. So that forced Sweat to be underneath him. And there's just not a lot of room here for 3 wide. Sweat here's 3 wide, tries to give a little bit of room. A little bit of net code between the 80 and the 07. And then the 43 just keeps gassing up into him. Man, oh man, that's going to be a frustrating one for the 80 car. Wrong place, wrong time for Mr. Chris Smith there. Man, it sucks. He's been fast. Qualified on the pole. He messed up his first lap in qual, reset, and was able to still put it on pole. It's heartbreak there for the 80 camp. As a quick little look-see tells me the fastest car or the fastest lap all night long has been none other than the 80 car of Chris Smith. I stand corrected. Alex C. Harrison, then Chris Smith. I apologize. Alex C. Harris, 74. As the fastest lap of the night, but gotta rein it in some. He flat ran over Zach Murphy. I wouldn't be surprised if Murphy's probably not gonna put him on the Christmas card list. Three laps to go. Pace car off. Fields in the hands of Jason Day. He's back on that loud pedal. Brian Zimmerman gets a little bit of a delayed launch there. They're going to be almost 3 wide. 07 was looking to the inside. 28, 29. They door bang. As Jason Day just wants to see the white. No more cautions is what he's asking for. See the white flag. Final lap around Hickory. Brian Zimmerman looking to take over P2. Gain of Sweat right there as well. They're going to make contact and go around 28, 29. That's going to allow Jason Day to set sail. Brody Mears setting P2. Where the hell did he come from? And Daniel Sweat, P3. Second and third in the point standings. Not going to finish. My, oh my. What a finish there. Let's go back and see what happened here. To Murphy. Zimmy. Last lap here. White flag is out. They're leaving it all out there. Demi gets a little loose, checks up, gets hit a little. And man, oh man, you got some damaged race cars there, but nowhere for Daniel Sweat to go. I mean, he's basically, it's last lap. He's knocking, saying, honey, I'm home. Let me in. And all it took was Zimmy to check up just a little bit in front of 07. Right there. And what about that? That's some driving right there. He lost a spot, but he gained a spot. Finished P3. That's some driving right there out of Mr. Houston Eagle. 07 of Daniel Sweat. I think we missed the burnouts because of all that. Whew. That one was crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. Let's see if we can find our third place driver. Somehow, some way, after all that, made a hell of a dodge there at the very end. Brought home the P3. Mr. Daniel Sweat, you got a copy.
I got a copy.
Man, oh man, all it took, Zimmy get a little loose. He scrubbed off some speed. Ultimately, nowhere for you to go, right? Talk me through that last lap. That was chaotic.
Yeah, I thought I had a shot at it, man. I had 4 fresh tires. I was really trying to push there, and I just feel like I barely hit Zimmy and
You
got
did.
him out of
You
shape.
did.
And
But
I really was trying to give him time to gather it up, and then they made contact. And
he was out
I
of
just,
shape.
I just
He was out of shape before you hit him, though. He really was. He was already loose before y'all ever touched.
well, was still there. Zimmy's my friend, Murphy's my friend, so I do apologize to both of them for having the short end of the stick on that one.
I respect that. I respect that. That's a stand up guy move. So I do respect. I respect that. But I really, if I had to place fault on somebody, I couldn't place fault on you for that. It's last lap. It's go time, right?
It's go time, but I mean, I don't know. I don't ever want to be involved in it like that, but it is what it is, I guess. I hope there's no hard feelings between the fellas.
There won't be. I can promise you there won't be. That was a racing deal, man. You ran up front all night long. You and the BCR teammate started 1-2. Going into a track like Hickory, it seems to suit your driving style. You're always pretty fast here. What's something you do around here that you think a lot of people may not know about?
I just like the short tracks, man. Sometimes I have good luck, sometimes I don't. I felt okay there. I hate that me and him had made contact and you know, took us out of a potential 1-2 there, but it happened and no hard feelings to him, but we're just trying to make it happen. One of these days I'll get another win in this league.
It's coming. It's coming because the 07's been bad fast. Well, Daniel, you brought the car home third. You put on one hell of a show there at the end. I don't know how you missed Zimmy and Zach there at the end. That was pretty impressive. So, hell yeah for that. Who we got to thank for the 07 there, boss?
You for putting on the broadcast, Tanner, and Crooked Line Racing. So True Sim Productions also. Good win to Jason. Barry Elvis Performance Fabrication, Coleman Designs. Yeah, that's about it, man.
Right on, boss. Well, congratulations. We'll let you back down there to your race team and let y'all celebrate.
Appreciate it, man.
Sir, thank you, buddy. Daniel Sweat, 07. Brought the car home P3. Now it's time to talk to somebody that I'll be honest, we don't get to talk to a whole lot. But damn it, I'm glad he's here. Mr. Brody Mears. You were live in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
So, Brody, you were bad fast earlier in the race. You started seventh, but somehow, some way, you started slowly but surely working your way up to the front. You rode P3 for a long time. Got involved in the instant, had to battle back, and battle back you did. Talk me through the night, brother. Got the P2, brought it home.
Yeah, it was a chaotic one. Lots of wrecks. Just kind of started saving at first. Well, fell back and then started saving, and then waited to get tires late, and it paid off. At the end, I avoided some wreck and ended up P2. I think I was about 5th on the white flag, and then ended up 2nd on the checkered. So.
Hey, to finish first you must finish, right? Those guys got tangled up, and you went through there clean, and made it happen. Brody, I got $1 million question for you, okay? Are you ready for this? How come you never have the right number?
Just gotta promote a bunch of sponsors.
I can't stand you, kiddo. But I am excited that you brought the car home P2. Hell of a night for you, Brody. You showed great speed early on in the night. Who we got to thank for the 43, 72, whatever number you are this week?
Well, it's not this. I got no sponsors in the car right now. So, but just thanks for putting out a good broadcast to you and everybody in the league. It's good racing. So yeah.
Right on, Brody. Well, congratulations there, boss.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir, bud. Alrighty, folks. You know what that means. That winner sticker up. Because he's done it. The dude has went. Where'd he go? This dude has went back to back. Went from Myrtle Beach. Went up the road, down the road, ever how you want to look at it on a map. Went to Hickory. Parked the 52 back in Victory Lane once again. Jason Day, Maple Leaf Muscle, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
I do so.
Jason, brother, you got out front. They couldn't touch you. Talk me through the night and talk me through how it was feeling coming up to the field.
I had to kind of have a plan. It worked. I don't know if it was the right plan. I thought we didn't have a very large field, so I said the tires are going to be key. They fall off pretty quick. So I don't know if you noticed. I stayed back. I didn't push first 10 laps or so. I just stayed with the back guys, worked my way up. Attrition helped me get up towards the field. I still didn't push. I was in that top five guys that kind of just pulled away on that one longer run that we had.
Yeah.
Kind of just stayed in that 5. I didn't push to get by anybody. I just stayed there. Didn't save my tires a bit, and then I said I have to wait out somebody for a pit road. So it seemed like we went to lap 48 or something like that, and then a few guys pitted. So I waited for the next caution, thinking that would probably be the right strategy. Take my 2 tires and go. The only one I was worried about was Daniel because he took tires really late. But it worked out for me. Controlling the restarts made a huge difference. So to control those, get a good jump. And I think a lot of guys were starting in second gear and they were spinning tires, and I was starting in third. I was able to start in third and get a really good jump and not spin any tires. And I think that was a key to the restarts for sure for me.
I talked about the restarts tonight. It was kind of crazy. You were the only leader that elected to take the outside lane. And now were you doing that just so you could use the third gear start a little bit better, fire off a little straighter?
You can just fire off straighter. You're not turning the car as much, so you're not unloading. I just find you have better control. You can kind of pinch that guy down a little bit on the restart instead of you being pinched down to come up the track when you need that angle. So
Right.
I find the top groove on these short tracks. The top groove seems to give away my secrets, but top groove seems to work better most of the time. You have and you can see too. You can see that guy below you. Usually in the triples, it's easier to see that guy. So it's I just feel comfortable that way, and I was able to get that little rolling start in third gear and not spin tires. I could hear the other guys spinning tires, and I was able to get a gap every time.
Well, Jason, you came into tonight as the points leader. You have tied Alex C. Harris for the most wins this season with a total of 3. So shout out to you for that. Who we got to thank on the number 52 car here tonight?
Well, first, I have to thank my optometrist for getting me glasses, because every time I seem to wear my glasses now, I seem to be doing much better. So
He's like, I can
um,
see now finally.
I can see now. So for 2 seasons, I couldn't get a win. I didn't have my glasses, and
Yep.
since I got my glasses, I've been winning. So obviously, it's made a huge difference. Yeah, 3 wins for me for not having any wins for a few seasons. It feels pretty good. Yeah, it feels good right now in iRacing. Feels really good. Feel comfortable even no matter what car I'm in right now. So, like I said to you last week, seat time makes a big difference, and I've been able to race a fair amount during the week right now. So I mean, no officials, but like my regular
Right.
Monday, Tuesday, Friday leagues, and it's keeping me busy. So it's good. Yeah, it's just thanks to you, Tanner, for everything you do at Cricket Line, all your admins, Kyle, Race Control, Zimmy for sponsoring the series. He's also an admin. Zach Murphy for helping out with all the series. He's stepped up this year and been great. Thanks to all you guys. Thanks to you for all you do with the broadcasting thing too with TSP. You guys are great, top notch. Always fun to watch. Shout out to your podcast also. It's a lot of fun to listen to. Yeah, just thanks to everybody there, and then thanks to everybody again, thanks to you at my team for Five Kings Motorsports. Feel like you have a monopoly on this right now. Anyway, thanks to everybody at our team, Five Kings Motorsports, and all their sponsors: Elite Forbes Industries, Butt Kicker, True Sim Productions, Savage Edge Apparel, BAM Racing Videos, USA Firearms, and I know there's a couple because you haven't updated the sheet lately, but I don't know who they are. But anyway, thanks to them too, and thank you.
Shout out to everybody for helping it go around.
Everybody comes out to watch. Thank you.
Absolutely. And shout out to you, Jason Day. Picked up the 3rd race win of the season, came in as the points leader. Damn it, you're going to leave as the points leader. Congratulations, boss.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Get Jason Day up there. I'm sure he wants to sit up there with them. We'll move him up there. And, folks, it's about that time. Sadly, no ASRL tomorrow. I'm sad about that because that's a fun series. But I can tell you, I'm only going to tell you all, though, so don't tell nobody. ASRL is firing up an XRX series. It's starting on Tuesday nights in a few weeks. Don't tell nobody, though. It's our secret. Folks, I want to thank y'all for tuning in as always. We'll be back at it Saturday night for Race Chatter. Then we're going to be Sunday night BPL Next Gen Racing at Charlotte for the Charlotte 600. Tune in then. It's going to be a long broadcast. Not looking forward to it just because of the length, but I'm looking forward to it because of the action. There you see your final results. Folks, want to thank y'all as always for tuning in. I got a moth some reason flying in front of my monitor. Well, thank y'all for tuning in once again, and until next time, it's been myself, Tanner Marr, in the TSP booth. Until next time, we'll see ya.